They say one voice cannot change the world. But in one forgotten town, a single man's courage lit a fire that even an army couldn't put out. Quick question before we dive in. Why don't revolutionaries ever get locked out of their houses? Because they always carry the keys to freedom. Okay, now let's get into today's story. In a small village nestled between mountains and rivers, life used to be simple and joyful. People grew their crops, raised their families, and lived in harmony with nature. The village was named Katura, which meant home in the local language. It was a place where the old ways of life were still honored, where respect for the earth and each other was second nature. But one day, their way of life changed. A ruler with eyes only for power and wealth arrived with his army and took over the village. The people were forced to pay heavy taxes, to give up their best lands, and to live under the constant threat of violence. Their voices were taken away, their rights were trampled upon, and their spirits were broken. Years passed, and Katura became a shadow of its former self. The once vibrant community was now subdued and fearful. The children born under the yoke of the ruler knew nothing but oppression and despair. Yet hope flickered on, kept alive by a man named Oren. Oren was not the strongest, nor the wealthiest, nor the most respected in the village. He was just a simple farmer who made his living off the little plot of land he owned. But within him burned a fire that refused to be contained. He remembered what his parents had told him about how life used to be in Katur. He heard tales of bravery, unity, and freedom. These stories became his strength. Every evening, when the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the village, Oren would climb up the hill behind his house. There, hidden among the trees, stood the ruins of the old church. Its bell tower was crumbling, but its bell was still whole. And every night, a rain would ring that bell. Its sound echoed through the valleys, a lonely call in the darkness. And when the sound faded away, the darkness seemed deeper, the silence more profound. But Oren did not ring the bell for himself. He rang it for the others, for the villagers who had lost their voices, for those who had given up hope. With each ring, he whispered, "One day, this bell will call us to freedom." And as the years went by, the villagers began to remember the sound of the bell. They felt its echoes in their hearts, a distant memory of a time when life was good. And slowly, as if awakened from a long sleep, they began to stir. Then one day, the straw that broke the camel's back happened. The ruler's soldiers came